Guys, welcome to a brand new Disney Heroes Battle Mode video. Now, this is another exciting one. Make sure you go and like all my videos as well, whoever's watching this. You must do that. So I was looking and kind of just seeing at the comments, someone wants to play Brawl Stars. I used to play that game, I used to enjoy it. Animal Spree. I'm going to make so many accounts. Animal Spree coming soon. We need to, I definitely need to focus on an Animal Spree first. Wasabi, loads of people saying Wasabi's mental. Wasabi, Pleakley. Okay, so this is the question I wanted to answer today. Hey Josh, I'm super interested in which disc I should use with Clawhauser. I have not leveled up mine sufficiently yet, but I must give a shout out to you investing in Kermit. My team is Maximus, lovely. Cheshire, lovely. Elsa, fantastic. Tia. Tia's a very, very good character. I don't see a lot of people use Tia actually. But yeah, Tia's a very, very good character, guys, which is obviously quite an important thing to take note of. Her sciences are fantastic. Yeah, that's actually quite cool to see someone actually using Tia. But yeah, anyway, so thanks for all your solid advice, mate. It definitely helped me build better teams over time. Good. So he wants to know, but after upgrading Kermit out for Tia or Elsa, something else moving forward again. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend Kermit over Tia because Elsa is definitely a meta character. I was forward again. His reflection skill is such a lifesaver. So if we take a look at Clawhauser here, guys, we can have a look and answer that question. So we come into Clawhauser because obviously that's I leveled Clawhauser up a lot yesterday, and that's what I was going to focus on this video, is continuing my kind of upgrading spree for Clawhauser and seeing how many discs and things we can buy. So let's get him up to 5 stars here, and then I'm going to do the very, very slow, painful grind to get him up to 6 stars. I still kind of disagree. I don't think they ever should have added a 6th star. Back in the day they did it, I thought it was mental, but anyway, we've got 6 now, so you know we've got to deal with it. We've got to keep pushing through, so I'm going to do it like that every day now, so I can get him up to 5 stars here, which is going to be very, very good. A good little push, bang. So we've got Clawhauser up to 5 big stars, which is nice. So his max HP's gone up, his basic damage, all relatively good. So the question that Jeffrey asked me was, what badge should he upgrade? So it's a quite difficult answer because it always depends on your team. So if we open up his discs here, I actually quite like both of Clawhauser's discs, but I'm going to be doing a certain one with my build here. So if we look at this one, on the team that I'm going to use, I'm only going to have 1 damage character. So obviously if you were to form an entire team full of damage characters, this one would be fantastic. So you've got to look here. Clawhauser converts 60% of his basic damage into armor per damage roll ally and deals fantastic damage. So that's quite good because he's just draining. But I'm only going to be having 1 damage character. So yes, that's good because it's going to do constant ting 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 damage, but not hugely thrilling for the team that I'm going to be using. Then we've got a second disc. Clawhauser gains vitality for the rest of the wave when an ally is KO'd. So if everybody dies, he bangs up. So this is why I'm going to pick this one. And this works really well with Kermit. Because obviously Clawhauser's a tank, right? So you look in here, why has the tutorial come up? Go into his stats and we can look at his detailed stats, and obviously he is a tank. So if you go into Kermit's disc, which is the one I have actually fully upgraded here, and you'll see that this disc here, tank heroes gain reality, tank heroes gain armor, basic damage per allies roll is tanks. So I'm going to be using 2 tanks in my kind of final build when I get there. It's going to be Maximus and Clawhauser. So we're going to have over 600,000 more damage from those 2 tanks, and then we're going to have loads of reality and loads of armor on those 2 tanks, and Maximus is really good at surviving as it is, so we're going to see a giant leap there. But without a doubt, this is the best disc for Kermit because of the extension to the boost and the 30% more armor again to tank rolls. So you're going to use that one. So what this brings me back to that question from Jeff. So Clawhauser, I'd fully recommend. Where has he gone? Why is he hiding from me? I'd fill out. I can't speak. Where's Clawhauser? There he is. I couldn't see him. So I'd fully recommend with Clawhauser is grabbing this one, Jeff, especially for your team, because obviously if we look here, Jeff is using Maximus, so this buff with Kermit is also going to apply really well. And then we're going to have Cheshire, which is fantastic for the damage. Elsa, which can be fantastic for freezing. Then get rid of Tia and put Kermit in, and then you could get rid of Ian and put Clawhauser in. But what I'd recommend is that you still work on Ian, because Ian's quite good to swap out for Cheshire, or even potentially swap out for Elsa, depending on the lineup you're coming against. But if you have this tank here, because all of your allies are quite weak. Cheshire Cat doesn't have a lot of health. Ian doesn't have a lot of health. So as soon as all of your enemies die, he's going to bash up his reality, which is then going to smash through and upgrade his donut toss, plus Kermit's buff, plus damage people. When he throws his 3 donuts, he's going to do like godly amounts of damage, like ridiculous amounts of damage. So that's why I cannot stress that disc with good old, unfortunately, the disc with God, I've forgotten his name, this guy, the one for Mulan, is going to be the best. So I obviously do need to start doing his missions, so I'm going to start those going, so I can start to slowly bring up his power level as well, just like I'm doing with Ham. So that's a bit of advice for you, Jeff, as well. Get that going. You know, it doesn't matter if you're going to do his missions today or in a week's time, just get that going and really bring up his fire, bring up that damage, because then what we're going to do is be able to get through the campaign missions with ease, because obviously at the moment I'm not going to be able to get through these at all. 2 million power. I'm only on 48,000, so it's going to take a while, but you might as well leave it in the background with everything slowly upgrading using the fire missions. So that's kind of my little bit of advice for you there, which ties in nicely on my Clawhauser video I was planning to do anyway. So that's all level 227 as well. I always tend to wait every 5 levels before I do like a big upgrading spree on my characters, just so then I can really focus on the characters I want to bring up. But obviously I want to get Clawhauser up to red here, guys. So let's bring him up a couple more tiers, which is going to be fantastic here. Really push him up a couple of tiers here. I'll do my 2 buys in there. And it's nice because every time you level up, guys, you get more stamina now per buy. So it's really pushing those boundaries of allowing you to progress a lot quicker now, guys. Which is obviously hugely important when you've got these millions of characters to work on. Now, I know Jai is also working quite heavily on Clawhauser. Quite a lot of people are working heavily on Clawhauser. So what I am going to do with Clawhauser is obviously smash up a health mod. And I'm not going to waste the bits there, but what I will do is increase the armor on that. Oh no, I'm going to push his reality. I'm going to push Clawhauser's reality. I'm going to do a 4-way reality build with loads of health mods. And obviously I can grab 1, 2, 3 off these people after I've got them maxed out. And then I'm really going to have him push doing that damage beyond belief. I'm just going to focus on a huge reality build, because this is what increased by 50%, right? Clawhauser pulls out donut throwing stars, dealing damage to the 2 closest enemies and eats the 3rd. So it's almost like an earthquake effect. And then his health goes up and his armor goes up. So you really want to be spamming that move out as much as you can. That is one of the best bits about him. And then we've got here, when Clawhauser reaches 50% of his max HP, he gains a shield with X amount of HP, plus shield HP equals to 250% of his armor that lasts 12 seconds. So his red skill here is ridiculous. Now, I'm going to work quite heavily on Clawhauser now. I'm going to drop Cheshire Cat for now. For now, I'm going to drop Cheshire Cat. And I'm going to focus very heavily on Kermit, 1, 2, Ian, 3, Maximus, 4, Clawhauser. That gives me space for 1 more. I'm very tempted to potentially put in Winnie the Pooh, so I've got another tank doing the healing, or have Cheshire Cat or Mulan or Ducky Bunny. So there's always going to be that one space where I can pick and choose, but I'm going to lock in my 4 main characters: Kermit, Maximus, Clawhauser, and Wait, hang on. Kermit, Maximus, Ian, Clawhauser are my 4, and I'm going to get them all up to red 14, 6 stars, get all their discs up now. That's going to be my main focus. So I've worked on Clawhauser quite a bit in this video. A lot of you have asked me to. I will be working on Animal as well to keep Dovin happy. But at the moment, I don't have too much need for Animal, and I really need to conserve my stamina because of how annoying it is to level everything up. So, you know, it just takes quite a while. But anyway, yeah, it's going, and I'm going to start getting their friendship missions up here, and then I can push towards their disc, and I can start to get that in the shop as well. Oh yes, look at that, lovely. It's going to be quite a slow burner, but you know, I will be able to kind of move up the friendship discs quite nicely, quite easily, and we're really going to be able to see a good amount of things coming from this, which is obviously quite an important element. And yeah, I'm just very excited to smash through this as much as I can, guys, and really get a good use of everybody's moves and friendship discs. So yeah, just a bit of a main video just kind of answering Jeffrey's question. I'm going to put Jeff up on the wall of fame for that fantastic question, which led to a fantastic video. There he is, up on the wall, and I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next one. If you need to take one thing away from this video, guys, work on Clawhauser. He is one of the top tier tanks at the moment. Absolutely unreal, especially if you pair him with Maximus. Clawhauser and Maximus together with Kermit with his tank disc. Unreal. See you guys. Oh, actually, before I go, I've smashed the arena and Colosseum yesterday. I just wanted to show you. Look at that. All lovely discs there. Bang. Heroes begin, that doesn't really matter too much, but in the Colosseum I managed to get 2nd, so I'm actually luckily managed to do really well in the Colosseum here. So I got one of the platinum crates there, just getting a load more money and bits and pieces in there. Great. Bang. Anyway, I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next one.